My roots are in India. My shoots are in Africa. And right now, my boots are in America. That is a direct quote from my 88-year-old dad, Reverend Sam Munsami, who wrote the book, The 17th Suitcase, along with the 6 of us kids. I'm the youngest of the 6. My name is Nolene Munsami. And here's our book, The 17th Suitcase, Vignettes from a South African Family. And you can see the quote that I just read to you. And the actual 17th suitcase, it was just a little suitcase that you can see here sitting on this bench that reads whites only, or else net blancas in Afrikaans. Here's the back of the book, which I will read to you now. So this is a collection of short stories from my parents' experience in South Africa. My dad is a preacher, like I mentioned, and every time people would hear his story, he spoke in many churches all across South Africa, in the U.S., and several other parts of the world. And every time people would hear the stories, they would ask, when are you going to write your book? And so over the years, he wrote several of these stories, but ended up losing a bunch of them along the way. Sometimes we'd move and lose some papers here and there, or a computer would crash. And so there's many, many more stories to tell that did not even make it into this book yet. But maybe there'll be a part 2. We'll see. Anyways, it's available on Amazon and at Barnes & Nobles and several other bookstores. If you'd like to see it in your local library or bookstore, please do request a copy there, and they'll see what they can do to get this onto their shelves. So it's available through Ingram Sparks to the major and smaller bookstores. So I'm going to be reading the back of the book, and it reads, "If this little suitcase could talk, it would tell how this journey began. The journey of a family navigating the system of apartheid in South Africa, in a religiously diverse community amidst racial tension and economic struggle. The sometimes hilarious, sometimes serious, and invariably thought-provoking anecdotes shed light on times that seem long past, but in fact took place in very recent history. This suitcase would tell where the journey led and how this family finally settled in Northern California. Though the suitcase cannot talk, it still conjures vivid and lasting memories to be told to the generations that will follow in this strong faith-based legacy." There's another little quote on the back here, and it says, "People keep asking why I was born in Africa and not in India. I always answer, it's because I wanted to be close to my mother." Here you can see my dad's humor. And this was the last church that he started in South Africa. He started several churches in South Africa, and here you can see. So this was actually the first church in our neighborhood, which is a historic building that he started or built more than 60 years ago in South Africa. And you can see the members there looking all snazzy in their suits and lovely dresses. So hope you enjoy hearing me read from our book. I'm going to be sharing chapter 1 of our book in a series, and so we'll start by reading the foreword next. And if you would like to get a copy, Amazon is where you can find our book. All right, we'll see you next.